things above, the stories of God's people, the stories of His love, stories that I'll remember throughout my whole lifetime. And just to make them interesting, tell me them all in rhyme. Tell me the old story. Tell me the old story. Tell me the old story. God's people and His love.
Hello, and welcome to the 22nd story from Bob Hartman's Rhyming Bible. This one is the last one from the Old Testament. From here we move on into the New Testament. This one is from the book of Esther, and it's called If I Die, I Die. Esther was a lovely woman, beautiful in fact, a star addition to the king's harem. So when the king went looking for a new replacement wife, he settled on young Esther as his queen. Esther was an orphan, so her uncle, Mordecai, had raised her like a daughter, brave and true. Our people have been captives here, he told her, so beware, don't let the king know that you're a Jew. Ahasuerus was the king of Persians and of Medes, his name a mouthful even in that land. He had no clue his wife was Jewish, so things got quite strange when Haman came to see him with a plan. Haman was his right-hand man, vengeful, cruel and proud, who thought that he had been snubbed by Mordecai. "These Jews are trouble, Majesty," is what he told the king. "I think it's time that all of them should die." The king agreed, not knowing that poor Esther would die too. So happy Haman made his way back home and built a gallows in his garden just for Mordecai, between the water feature and the gnomes. When Mordecai found out, he hurried straight to Esther's house. "Haman plans to wipe out our whole race. You and you alone can stop this awful crime, my dear. Go and tell the king and plead our case." "But uncle, I can't see the king unless he asks me in," Esther trembled back her sad reply. "If I go uninvited, then the king can have me killed. The chance is very high that I could die." "Do you believe that you will live if Haman has his way? You'll disappear like us without a trace." "You're in the palace for a reason," argued Mordecai, "to be God's hero in this time and place." "I'll do it then," said Esther, "and if I die, I die." So in she went, an uninvited guest. Ahasuerus took his time, and when he finally spoke, Esther's heart was thumping in her chest. "Come in, my dear," he said at last. "What can I do for you?" "Let's host a banquet," Esther said, relieved. "And let's ask Haman. He would make a lovely dinner guest. We'll honour him with all he should receive." Haman was delighted to have dinner with the queen, but Esther's words soon filled him with dismay. "Someone wants to kill me, dear," she notified the king, "and all my fellow Jews, I'm sad to say." Ahasuerus shouted, "Tell me now, who is this man?" And Haman tried to sink into his seat. "It's him," said Esther, finger pointed right at Haman's face, "the man we have invited here to eat." "Guards," as Ahasuerus ordered, "take that man away, and let the Jews live happy in their homes." So only Haman died that day, hanged on his gallows high, between the water feature and the gnomes.
Tell me the old story of unseen things above, the stories of God's people, the stories of His love, stories that I'll remember throughout my whole lifetime. And just to make them interesting, tell me them all in rhyme.